Hello, my name's Stuart Eastwood. I'm the CEO of Diabetes New South Wales and ACT, and I'm speaking with you today from my home. And at the moment it's my home, it's my office, and with the current restrictions it's pretty much my life as well, and I suspect many of you are in a similar boat just at the moment. It's interesting and challenging times, and so I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank all of our supporters, all of our donors that give us the ability to support our diabetes community. Look, COVID-19 has placed demands on many of us. For our organisation, it's been a complex response. You know, we have many employees that needed a change in circumstance in many respects. So we've employed a three-phase program. So safety first, functionality second, and then productivity third. And safety, I mean, you know, hygiene, social distancing, deployment to work from home and so forth. Functionality in terms of they had the tools and the capabilities and so forth that they needed to work from home. And thirdly, the productivity piece is really around how do we facilitate team communication? How do we change the way they work so that they can actually achieve the outcomes that they need to achieve? So with COVID-19 in play and restrictions in play, unfortunately, we've had to postpone all of our face-to-face educational programs across the state. We have really gone in a turbocharged way almost on social media, on Facebook, on email broadcasts, and on the website as well. One of the things that we're finding is this sense of isolation. And, you know, thanks to our very generous donors, up until now we've been able to put in place a psychologist on-call program. And we've employed a psychologist called Catherine, and she's available. And I have to say this service has been in great demand for the last couple of months, in fact. And this is a professional who understands diabetes, understands the challenges of diabetes, is also living in a COVID environment. And she's a great resource. If you want practical, sensible advice or just somebody to talk to. So again, I'd like to thank our donors for making this service available in this time of great need. And look, it's been a lifeline for many in our diabetes community. Even though we're very focused on the COVID-19 response and being there in a virtual sense for our community, we're also thinking very carefully about the future. And there's just a couple of programs I'd like to bring to your attention. We're working hard to make these a reality as well. The first one is around gestational diabetes. So, you know, we all love, and I have my first grandchild just recently, and we all love grandchildren or children. It's an exciting time of our life. But unfortunately, almost 1 in 6, between 1 in 6 and 1 in 7 pregnancies are now affected by gestational diabetes or diabetes in pregnancy. And that has an impact both on the mother and on the child. And there is an absolute need or critical need for more resources to allow the mother to quickly understand what she needs to do to make it safe for her and the baby. And so we're actually working now to put together those resources. The second one is replicating a landmark study that was done in the UK, a study called DIRECT. And it was focused on type 2 diabetes and the ability to put type 2 diabetes into remission if a certain program is put in place soon after diagnosis. And the results have been outstanding. And we're looking to replicate that in Australia because if we can achieve the same outcomes in the Australian context that they've achieved in the UK, it might fundamentally change the way we look to treat people that have recently been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. We are pulling out on a daily basis all stops, exploring every avenue to make sure that we can reach a point where we can achieve our mission, which is a life without the complication or complications of diabetes. And at the same time, we're dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, how we actually translate what we do from a physical sense into a virtual sense to provide whatever support we can do. And we know with your support as we continue to do these things, that this will save lives. So thank you again for listening today, and we would appreciate your ongoing support.